So, what's the latest with you and Karen?
Good question.
More troubles?
Well, she's not returning my phone calls, and she refuses to see me.
How come?
I spent the evening with Darla.
You mean you asked her out?
No, I just ran into her at the bikini.
Oh, well, that sounds innocent enough.
Well, yeah, I mean, we had a couple of drinks and danced, and...
Then what?
We kissed, okay? We had one short, simple little kiss.
And Karen found out about it?
Well, I don't know. I'm assuming so. She's mad as hell about something.
Well, you better get no action. I mean, you better send her a telegram if you have to, but set the record straight. I mean, it's not as if you're interested in Darla. Are you?
Darla's a great girl, okay? We had fun. Simple, uncomplicated, good time. Kind of like the way Karen and I used to be. About 1,000 years ago.
Wait a minute. Connor? Our Connor Davis.
Mm-hmm. I bumped into him the other night at the bikini. Oh, well, it's no big deal. We just kind of got to know each other a little. That's all.
So you just spent the evening talking, or?
You could say we used our lips.
Darla.
What?
Are you saying that you kissed him?
No.
Oh, that's a relief.
He kissed me.
Oh, my God. He didn't.
He did.
Darla, he's practically married. What's he doing putting the moves on you?
Mace, it wasn't like it was some big, heavy thing, you know?
Well, I'm sorry. A kiss is still a kiss.
You know, I really like him, Mace. Maybe I'm just getting my hopes up about this, huh?
Well, he is still involved with Karen, isn't he?
All I know is after this wedding fiasco, the last thing in the world that he wants is another heavy relationship. Which reminds me, how are you and Anthony doing?
Well, we haven't come out in the open yet. I mean, Mother still has no idea about it.
Aha! I am being kept in the dark about something, am I? Your very own employer in her very own place of business. Oh, girls, please. I think it's time we shed some light on this matter, and shed it very quickly.
You can see your daughter tomorrow, not tonight. I want you to leave here. I want you to leave here now.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, James.
No, I don't think you are.
Look, I came here to see Bridget, and that's exactly what I intend to do.
You're obviously a man who's used to getting his own way.
Yes, when it comes to the well-being of my family. James, Brooke has no problem with this.
None that she'd care to admit.
Well, then why should you?
Why, indeed?
You know, maybe this has nothing at all to do with Bridget. And everything to do with me. Maybe you're insecure, maybe you don't want me around because I make you insecure about your standing with Brooke. Is that it, James? Am I cramping your style?
Do I seem insecure to you?
Sure looks that way.
Do I have a reason to be insecure?
No, James, not in the least.
Well, you certainly seem sincere enough.
It's because I am.
Still, I can't help but wondering why you came here tonight, Bridget.
I already told you. I just wanted to see my daughter.
Look, Ridge, I know you're grieving. If you need to see your daughter, I have absolutely no right to stop you. But I know exactly what you're going through. And I think Bridget is only part of the reason why you came here this evening.
So, you were saying?
I was just telling Darla that I've been putting out feelers.
Feelers? What about?
The Grand Diva collection.
Ah, the Grand Diva collection. Good idea. Testing the water, measuring the heat. What's the reaction been so far?
Gangbusters. I mean, I think the collection is gonna hit and hit big. Bigger than we even thought.
Well, of course it's going to be big. It's going to be big, it's going to be bold, it's going to be beautiful. Isn't that right, Barbara?
You better believe it, Miss Spectra.
Barbara here is wearing Anthony Armando's latest design for the Grand Diva line. Come on, baby, strut your stuff.
Wow.
That is
Beautiful.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh, it's fantastic.
Oh, it's very flattering, Barbara.
Oh. Now, Barbara, tell me, how does wearing this outfit make you feel?
Like I'm very special. Like I'm walking on air. Like I want to show the world.
Have you ever done any runway work?
No, Miss Spectra, just some catalog work.
Really? Well, brace yourself, honey. All that's about to change.
Do you really mean it?
Of course I mean it. We're going to need all kinds of gorgeous, voluptuous women to sell the Grand Diva line. So how about you, Barbara? Are you ready for the spotlight?
Wearing a dress like this, I'm ready for just about anything.
Good. Then let's make it official. You will be the fit model for the Grand Diva line.
Oh, thank you, Miss Spectra. And you won't be disappointed. Congratulations, Barbara. Oh, Macy. I never thought it could happen for me. Modeling haute couture, it's like, it's a dream come true.
I'll bet it is.
It's so exciting working with all of you. Especially Anthony Armando.
Oh, well, we all know how lucky we are to have him working with us. The man is extremely talented.
Oh, he's more than just talented. Anthony's an artist with an amazing gift. It's such a privilege just being around him, watching him create. It's like he can see right down to your very soul, to the person you are on the inside. Pretty easy on the eyes, too, if you know what I mean.
Oh, now down, girl. I think Senor Armando is spoken for.
Oh, don't worry, Miss Spectra. It's obvious how he feels about you.
Really?
Oh, yes, he talks about you all the time. His face lights up just at the mention of your name.
Well, it better. I signed his paycheck.
Oh, no, it's more than that. I mean, I'm just his canvas. But you, Miss Spectra, you are his inspiration. You're the reason why he's the hottest designer in business today.
Well, I will admit that he and I do make a brilliant team. Me and Anthony. Well, speaking of which... Anthony. Sally. Cutting room 5 minutes. Right. See you there. All right. Now, you come along with me, Barbara, my lovely, and you can watch me deliver another serving of inspiration to the great Armando. Excuse me, honey.
Duty calls, huh?
Sally, she wants to be in the cutting room.
Business or pleasure?
Very funny.
Just trying to keep it light. Look, I know this is a hell of a difficult situation for you.
Thanks for reminding me.
At least the creative juices are still flowing.
More like Niagara Falls. We're putting together a new line. The collection's called Grand Diva.
Grand Diva. Wow, that is Sally, isn't it?
Well, she's inspired it.
Does this mean that you haven't told her you're in love with her daughter?
No, not yet.
So what's the delay?
Macy and I, we're just not ready yet. I mean, Sally is going to be really hurt by this, and neither of us are anxious to do that to her. Look, I got to get down there, so I will check with you later.
All right. It's okay if I use your phone?
Sure, as long as it's local.
I'll leave a quarter on your desk.
Anthony, we have to talk. I'm sorry, I was hoping to find Anthony.
Just missed him.
Yeah. Guess he was in a big hurry.
You seem upset.
Well, yes, I am.
Well, do you want to talk about it?
There's nothing really to talk about that hasn't already been said. It's the same old tired story. You, on the other hand, seem to be breaking new ground.
I beg your pardon?
I just talked to Darla.
Oh, she told you we have a date.
I guess I don't have to ask how things are going with Karen.
You know, I really thought that she was the one, Macy. Now I don't know. A few weeks ago, I was ready to be her husband and a father to our children. And now I don't know if I'll ever see her again.
Well, thanks.
Thanks? For what?
Well, I thought I had problems, but now I feel a little bit better.
Well, so glad I could help. Why is it so difficult?
That's a good question.
I mean, you know, we're two reasonable and personable human beings. And why can't we find a simple, uncomplicated relationship?
Finding it isn't so hard. It's holding on to it that's the big trick.
I wonder if I'll ever meet my soulmate. You're lucky. You and Anthony. I mean, you guys are made for each other. Anybody can see that. We have got to find a way. We've got to do something to make sure that you two have a fighting chance.
James, have you ever lost someone? Someone you love more than life itself?
As a matter of fact, I have, yeah.
Then you should know what I've been going through.
Ridge, I know you're hurting terribly. I also know it's the kind of pain that only time will heal.
No, I will never get over losing Taylor. That's gonna take much more than one lifetime.
Ridge, you have got to be patient. You got to be strong. I think Taylor would want you to be like that.
I just came here to see my daughter. You asked me if there was maybe another reason. Maybe there is. Maybe I just didn't want to be alone.
Have you eaten?
No, not really.
Good. Here. Please sit with us and have dinner.
Oh, James, thank you. I appreciate the gesture.
Nonsense. We are friends, aren't we? There's more than enough food. Please.
James, I just wanted to hold my daughter for a couple of minutes, and then I'd be out of your way here.
Ridge, I'm sorry. Bridget's sleeping. She's really down for the count.
Well, I guess that does it then. I'll see her tomorrow. Thanks. Would you tell her something for me? When she wakes up tomorrow, would you tell her I came by? And tell her that I love her very, very much. You guys have a good evening, and I'll see you tomorrow at work.
I don't know, Connor. Maybe it's just not in the cards for Anthony and me.
Oh, come on, Macy. You don't believe that.
I don't want to believe it. I'm just starting to wonder.
You can't give up. Not now.
Well, there's only one solution. Mother learns the truth about Anthony and me.
Okay, so tell her.
I can't.
Why not?
Oh, Connor, I'd love to march right in there and come clean about the situation, but that's not going to happen.
Well, it better happen because your happiness is at stake.
So's Mother's and CJ's. She's in love with him, Connor. She's probably dreaming about marrying him for all I know.
The longer you wait, the more Sally will get hurt.
And what about CJ? Anthony's like a father to him. I can't bring myself to tear them apart. Oh, we're just gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to wait and keep the faith. It won't be much longer. It can't be.
Well, I just want you guys to know that I'm not giving up on you, and I'm gonna find a way to help.
Why? Why are you so interested?
Hey, Anthony's my best friend. You're his lady. I care about you guys.
Well, that's sweet, Connor. Thank you.
And I need something to take my mind off of my own pathetic love life.
Come on. You're one heck of a catch, Connor Davis.
Yeah, I guess I just keep biting on the wrong line. Huh?
I have a feeling that there is one very special lady out there for you. It might be Karen, might be somebody else. But whoever she is, her heart has your name on it. And she might not know it yet, but she is the luckiest girl in town.
I saw what you did, James. Inviting Ridge to stay for dinner. That was very kind of you.
You were listening.
Don't be upset. My curiosity got the better of me.
I'm not upset. Were you surprised?
That you asked him to join us?
Yes?
Yes, a little bit.
So was I.
When he arrived, you asked him to leave.
Oh, that was before I realized how upset he was. I hope he's all right.
Yeah, so do I.
Do you want to go after him?
It looked like he wanted to be alone.
The last thing he wants to be is alone.
Well, then why did he leave?
He didn't want to intrude. Believe me, Ridge needs to be with friends and family just now, desperately.
I know. This really is the worst time of his life.
And with Taylor gone, he'll want to make his daughter the center of his world.
Well, that's understandable. Bridget is all he has left.
Not quite.
What do you mean?
He has you. Doesn't he?
Well, he has my friendship. Just like he has yours.
Oh, come on, Brooke. It's not the same. You two have known each other for 7 years. I'm just getting to know him.
But you care about him, don't you?
Of course I do. He saved my life. He invited me into his home. I'll never forget him for that.
And I'll never forget you, James. For the way you reached out to Ridge tonight.
Maybe that was foolish, Brooke.
Extending hospitality to a friend in need? Why would that be foolish?
Oh, that's a good question.
Something's bothering you.
You're right. I need to know where I stand with you, Brooke.
You doubt my feelings for you?
Where Ridge is concerned? I'm afraid I do.
James, there was a time in my life when all I thought about and wanted was Ridge.
Now he's finally free, Brooke. There's nobody standing in your way.
I disagree. I can think of a certain person offhand. A certain person who's helping me forget all about my past. A man that I'm falling in love with. It's you. You are the man that I want, James. I am very committed to this relationship. The only person for me.